we know you so well from Xena, Warrior Princess, and then the series ended, and you said many times that you were like, okay, I'm tired of doing like this heavy-duty, like physical action stuff. I want to do some theater. I want to do some film. How did they convince you to do Ash versus Evil Dead?
Well, you're right. It took a lot of soul searching. No, I was about to sign on the dotted line with some really cool people and a really great role and really quite a nice deal. And my husband, Rob Tapper, rang and said, you know, Bruce and Sam would like to bring you down for this role. How do you feel about that? And I said, yes, I am there. And I had to tiptoe out of this other deal because there's such nice people. But I was like, sorry, I just can't turn down.
Sorry, Steven Spielberg, sorry.
And just so we all know the lineage, you were married to Robert Tappert.
Right, and he was with Sam and Bruce, and they all dropped out of graduate school to make this.
I never got into graduate school.
Well, yeah, they must have. Their parents were amazingly supportive, actually. I suppose those days, and because Americans are super serious about college, right? It's not really like that in the rest of the world, but yeah, go if you want. Doesn't matter. But yeah, they made this little movie, and all the people that invested in that dined out on Evil Dead proceeds for the rest of their lives. And in fact, their kids, because a lot of them have passed away, their kids are still getting checks. So you done good, Bruce.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, we've had the investors' dollars.
A lot of dentists invested. Apparently, they were the crazy maverick dentists.
Let me tell you, getting money out of them was like pulling teeth.
And did you meet this whole crew on Hercules?
That's interesting. Maybe Bruce was down there. My husband, well, he wasn't my husband at the time. Mr. Tapper, the producer, wanted to get me together with his buddy Bruce, and I had to go on this long walk with his buddy Bruce. I was like, what am I doing with this clown? Mr. Tapper, the producer, was setting me up to be mentored by this guy and lessons in how to be a good star and how to keep the show rolling and be a good morale leader. So when they would come and say, Bruce, get up and do, go out there and get kicked in the face several times with a meat pie.
That's exactly how I did it.
Maybe that was my take on what you said. But anyway, it's a great lesson for coping with unpleasant and unceasing requests.
So your advice was you just gotta go with the total optimism.
Act like it's the most
enthusiasm.
fabulous thing you've ever been
Yes,
asked to do.
and now I'm a pain in the ass and she calms me down.
He's forgotten all the rules.
Now the fans demanded more Evil Dead. I'm sure you were constantly inundated with people, your fans, wanting more Xena.
Yeah. I'm so conscious of these people behind me. It's so rude to turn your back on people. Sorry.
And what is your response to that?
Oh, I would love it. Look, I've been doing everything. Oh, you mean me? If it was a television series, I hate to be honest about this, but I probably couldn't do it. It's so physical. You got to be really young and hungry to take the punishment. It's super punishing. But to do a one-off raucous comedy with the original cast would be the way to go, I think.
Oh yeah.
Now, Lucy, I might say this. On behalf of your fans, I am...
of which you are one.
I am... Well, that's given. I'm considerably older than you, and yet I am choosing to partake in something that is potentially beyond my physical capacity. Perhaps I would suggest if I can do it, I would think you would do this.
Maybe I gotta reconsider. I'll do it.
I mean, Xena paved the way for future generations of female action heroes. I don't know if you have felt a lot of pressure being a feminist icon, that people were like, okay, this has to be what it is, or if you were bathed in it.
I was born and bathed in, you know, one of the most egalitarian societies on earth, I think. And I have 5 brothers, and my mother said I didn't know I was a girl till I was about 8 when they broke the news. So I didn't really understand the need for feminist and egalitarian girl power role models, but I'm getting it now, because it's still, I don't think that Xena and Gabrielle's job is done. You know, there's still need for not just female empowerment, but also self-realization and triumph of the individual against the tyranny of the many.
Yeah.
Did you see that? 3 syllables, bro.
You
3
nailed it.
syllables.
And I'm coming back as an aging Autolycus. I just sort of cruise through, make some quick cash, and be on my way.
Like you do every weekend.
Well, I should have been
So your role on Ash vs. Evil Dead, Ruby is basically after Ash. Ash's enemy of sorts in
Yes,
this.
he caused the death of my father, Professor Novi, the original owner of holder of the Necronomicon. My mother and my sister have been completely orphaned, and now I want vengeance. Plus, he's just released the Deadite Plague for a 2nd time. He's that big a dunce. So it's time to eradicate him. He's like cooties to me. He's just like cooties.
The plan is once your character finds him,
She teams up with this really hot police detective called Fisher, and she's got a little bit of a crush on Fisher, and they go on a road trip to chasing Bruce and his loser family across in their trailer, from trailer park to trailer park across Michigan.
I like that, Lucy, sometimes you call him Bruce when you're talking about his character Ash. Like
They're the same.
Lucy, I appreciate your sentiment. I appreciate the obvious zeal you have for your character. You're a fool. Your character is foolish. And your quest is foolish. Even your hot detective is foolish. When you find out
That's coming.
Very interesting. When she was demeaning my character, everyone was very quiet. Now, are things equal in this world? Like I was saying, one day Ruby will come to realize the error of her ways, and perhaps will make amends with a very long, sexy apology.
Why, Ash, I'm most awfully sorry.
little window into what set's like. All right, we should put you guys against each other in a game. I feel like you would be about how they would handle the end of the world. And our audience is comprised of nerdy, zombie-fearing millennials. So all you have to do is guess how they responded to the questions we asked them. So ring in when you know the answer. If you get the answer wrong, your opponent will get the point. Yes.
So it's risky.
It's very risky. And the winner will receive an Ask Me Another Rubik's Cube.
Oh, yes! Signed by us.
Oh no, you get the different ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Go.
We asked our audience, what would they do if their best friend became infected with whatever is turning people into the undead? Did they say that they would A, keep them chained up but alive, hoping to find a cure? Or B, kill them humanely before they tried to eat or kill them? Bruce.
Chain them up. Hope for the best.
You have a kind heart, but they said kill them.
This makes me feel like Captain Hogan and Colonel Clink. Do you remember when they were cutting the wire in like the final episode or something, when the whole thing was going to blow up? And he said, Hogan, it's the red one. And Hogan goes and cuts the green one. He says, how did you know? He says, how did you get it right? And he says, I don't know, Colonel, but I knew that you'd choose the wrong one. I said, all I have to do is not press this button.
That's a fine strategy.
Get her, Bruce.
Thank you for that support. Work your dick, you lazy bastard.
Okay, question 107. We asked, what is your weapon of choice to fight off the undead? Shotgun, chainsaw, or crossbow? Bruce diving right back in. Unafraid.
Fear is your enemy in this game.
I agree with you.
I'm going to take Norman Reedus' cue, and I'm going to kill these filthy creatures from a distance. I'm going for that damn crossbow. Even against my own intuition.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. About 20% said crossbow.
That's a crock. 20%. These people are stupid.
I will say there are 2 answers remaining, so I'm not sure. Does Lucy automatically?
I think Lucy has to pick which one she thinks.
So is it shotgun or chainsaw? It's a 50-50 chance.
What am I killing?
Whatever you like, I suppose, but hopefully they're just the undead.
Because I've seen that game with the honey badger and you can't kill that thing.
Fighting the undead, zombie,
I'm sorry, I have to go with chainsaw because it's too funny. Chainsaw.
Chainsaw is also incorrect. These people, our audience said shotgun. 53% said shotgun. It's a powerful weapon. It's hard to,
But where's the fun in that?
I agree.
Where's the fun in a zombie apocalypse, really?
We were discussing this. It is fun with the chainsaw,
Yeah.
as we know, because you can just kind
Do
of.
you remember that time in Florida when that guy actually tried to eat somebody's face off? Do you remember that?
Sure.
My kid, who was a millennial, was terrified. He thought it was real.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Miami used to be the face of homelessness. Now it's a home of facelessness. I was there. I was filming Burn Notice when that happened. I was terrified of getting my face eaten off for about a week.
No, not the face!
Not the face, not the face, exactly.
Go for an elbow.
I have my defense all down. Go for a leg, it doesn't matter. Be off camera.
If there was a zombie outbreak nearby right now, what did the majority of our audience say they would do? Would they hunker down at the local Walmart? Would they throw everything in an RV and make a run for it? Or would they embrace the inevitable because they've always wanted to be a zombie?
D, none of the above, because these people don't know what they're talking about. I was going to lose the question anyway. I was going to go out on a somewhat defiant note.
That there is a margin of error that would be correct. Lucy, would you like to choose one of them?
Well, I just want to take a slight detour. You know how you disable and cripple a deadite, a zombie, don't you? You have to not only cut off their head, but you have to cut off one foot, because you can't stop them resurrecting, but at least if they can't see and they just keep going around in circles, they can't. So just so you know, something I learned on the job. I hate to say it, but we're going to hunker down at Walmart.
25% said that they would hunker down. 4% said that they would embrace the inevitable. 71% just said they would throw everything in an RV and make a run for it, which is really...
Just what he does.
Sorry, they just wanted to.
Don't tell anyone.
Postponing the inevitable.
We asked our audience to imagine they were safely ensconced in their fortified bunker when two people bang on the door begging to come in. One is a comedian.
Oh, that old trick.
I'm okay now, Ash. I'm okay. Open the door. Everything's fine. I'm your sister.
And the other one is, have you heard the good news? Second coming for everyone!
Assuming neither one is infected, and neither one is going to kill you necessarily. One is a comedian and one is a musician. Who did our audience say they would take in? This is a relevant question for us in particular. Lucy, yes.
The musician.
I like the way you think, Lucy, and you are correct. 60.
The comedian is going to clever talk their way around the deadites and undead, be resourceful. I mean, I wouldn't take in the comedian either, seriously.
But bizarrely, they would take in a comedian over a mime.
Oh yeah, no mimes
No,
are getting it for sure.
They would like circle around to watch the mime get eaten. And finally, which is scarier to our audience? One fast zombie or a group of slow zombies? Yes!
Got this! Which is better, right? Which is better or
Which
worse?
is scarier.
Scarier.
To our audience. One fast zombie or a group of slow zombies?
One fast zombie. A horde of shufflers. Even a Kmart security guard can get away from that. S-Mark, yes, thank you.
I worked in a rest home and I beg to differ. They keep coming inexorably and eventually you get tired, but they don't know what day it is and they just keep coming. And there's like waves of them and they sleep at different times. And you can't keep up.
Our audience didn't know about that. And so they did pick the one fast zombie, but they also said that they have, a lot of them pointed out that they have bad ankles, and so they have problems running themselves. Just so you know who answered this.
But upon reflection, did I win?
Oh yes! Let's go to our John Chinesky.
It was very close. But Lucy Lawless lives to fight out.
We are thrilled that you came on the show and played with us. Big hand for